Rob Stone, 2 damn phones, Babylons can't crack the code.
Welcome back. Just giving a quick update as far as what I've done for the day, and you can see I've sold the majority of my positions. The ones I did sell, I was up in profit. Carvana, I was up in profit at the market open, and I decided I wanted to still hold on to it and actually added to Carvana, Apple, and CGC. I'll go more in detail as far as the price of my averages where I'm at, but CGC is what I'm down the most in. It's around 80 bucks, but CGC and ACB I consider like long-term trades slash investments. Apple, a long-term trade. Not really planning on investing in it though, but I did add to that position. The only position I didn't add to is ACB. And you can see I sold MU, TQQ, NVIDIA, IQ, IBM, and USO. USO was a quick trade. I bought that last, I want to say Thursday, and then I added on to it on Friday. And then I sold it today, made around $25 profit off of it. Not a whole lot, but it was just a quick in and out, quick money and with low risk. So with that said, you see that's, at market open, I was up quite a bit, but I wasn't gonna just start selling everything off. I put in stop loss orders, and keep in mind, this is important, especially for new traders. If you do a stop loss order and you're in pre-market or after hours, it's not going to execute a stop loss order. It'll only do it during market hours. It'll only execute limit orders in pre-market and after hours. And I think if you do a stop limit order, which is different than a stop loss, then it would execute it, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't really use stop limit orders. But simple fact, on a stop limit order, it's going to tell you what price do you want it to trigger the order, and you put that price, and then I believe it'll ask you for a secondary price, at what price are you willing to sell it for at the lowest amount. So it'll give like a range, whatever you put, so it'll trigger it at this price, and then it'll say if lowest I'm willing to accept is 10 cents below it, and if it happens to blow through it before it can fill the order, then you're still going to be holding that stock, and it'll have passed the price that you were willing to take, the least amount you were willing to sell for, and you have it missed it. So that's why I'm not a big fan of stop limits. That if I'm wanting to get out, I'm wanting to get out. So I just put a stop loss, and then it hits it, I'm out. And so a lot of these, I did expect that there would be a big pullback. I'm going to pull this up really quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up so I can get cleaned up. I worked 7 days this past week, and I've talked about it, that working extra hours overtime, taking up side work to help add funds to your account each week is a good idea, and as far as growing a small account, not just trying to put in $500 or $1,000 and expect to flip it within a few weeks and double it and etc. But basically, you see here on my weekly, I'm up overall for the week. More importantly though, you see a consistent uptrend, and that's what we're looking for, is consistency going up. It lets me know that I was overall right about the market and the direction it was going to head. Now, I'll go ahead and pull up, and so people were posting up in Facebook trading groups. I'm looking to get in NVIDIA and these stocks. I'm gonna buy the dip, and after the market opens or whatever. And my whole deal is people were talking about the market was gonna crash when it was in this territory, and this is when I was adding. I think I started accumulating when it was right around this range, and it broke through this support, and I continued to accumulate throughout this. And then once I start to see it reverse, I stopped accumulating, and I took on a new position in oil because I believed it was way undervalued. And then we just see that it started to make its turnaround and start coming back up, and now we've hit another point of resistance. And the people that accumulate within this range, you can see they're watching this. This is a price of interest to, I believe, most traders, hedge funds, banks, etc. And so once it was able to break it, they looked to start dumping some of their shares and taking some of the profit. And so that's why I believe we see this sell-off right after market open. You know, even see it sold off some in pre-market, and that market open it came back up, and now it's selling back off. And I guess it's gonna try and test this 9-day EMA and see if it holds it. And it may stay above it. I expect tomorrow though it may break below it and come back down to the 20-day, and then we continue to trend up. So I've already added to those 3 positions, and I'll wait to see what the overall market does before I add any more. I have $2,700 and something of buying power right now, and you know, I added, and that's after adding to my positions today. You know, I added 2 shares to CGC, 2 shares to Apple, 5 shares to Carvana, and I didn't add anything to ACB. I'll go more in depth about that later on tonight on the video, as well as show you where I ended the day for. With that said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I gotta get cleaned up and kind of get my day going. I got some errands I need to run before work. Thank y'all for the support as the channel continues to grow. If you have any comments or suggestions, some of y'all have my messenger, and you can private message me as well if you want, with any topics or anything you think that might be of helpful, or questions you may have, and I'll do my best to help. If I don't know, I'll simply just say I don't know. I've been trading for a little over 2.5 years. I've done the day trading, the penny stocks, and so and trying to get around the PDT rule and all that, and so this is the best way that I found to get around it. And it's basically just patience and discipline, in that, you know, you do it the right way, and once you get above it and past it, hopefully through that time you've learned and accumulated knowledge to where you won't ever take any huge losses to where you have to face the PDT rule again and trying to get, you know, above it. So ultimately we're just looking for consistency, even if it's you know, even though I'm up for the week a little over 12% right now, even if it was just 6% or 4%, the fact of consistency is what we're shooting for. Even if it was just 1%, as long as we're seeing a continuous uptrend overall, then that's the most important thing in my belief. You know, it's great when you have like big spikes like here and whatnot, but you know, trading, and I think this is where a lot of people go wrong, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, and we're looking to pace ourselves for the long haul. You know, I don't plan on just trading for a week and then quitting, or you know, whatnot. I'm looking, you know, continuously improve, as well as grow the account. And so you know, I was doing the math, and if I continue to add 200 each Friday for this month, then and you know, trades keep going the way they have been, I would expect to be up over 4,000 by the end of the month, which would be good. You know, getting over 3,000 was a milestone. I got close to it on Friday. I ended Friday at like 3,000 or 2,000, sorry, 2,982, something like that. So to wake up this morning and be up over the 3,000 was you know, a goal, a small goal, but was glad to achieve it. Keep in mind, I do add 200 every Friday to my account, but I did a video not too long ago showing where I was a month ago, which was like I was at 1,447, and then a month later, almost, you know, which I think I did that last Friday, that video. But anyhow, it's neither here nor there. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Y'all have a good day. Like I say, always more important than anything, manage your risk. Your ability to be successful, a successful trader, will be dependent upon your ability to manage and mitigate your risk. So with that said, have a great day, and I will see y'all tonight when I get home from work, and I'll go more in depth on the trades and what I sold, why I sold, and what I'm looking at to get into. I am looking at STZ, but it's not at a price I want to get in at it just yet. And so we'll take it from there tonight. So have a great day, and I will see y'all soon.